Hey YouTube, how's it going? We are back for part 2 of our walkthrough. So in the last one we did Pieta. She was our boss that's going to be our NPC that helps us now to regain health, bios basically. And this is where we left off. We killed the little mini boss and we had our little bucket lord help us here. So we're going to take it from here, and before we go back, I'm just going to take you back to the main hub, back to Skyrest. And you're going to see, we're going to talk to Molo real quick, and you'll see Pieta's, basically her armor and her sword. So we've got to go back into Umbral here. And if you click on that, and then you can either purchase some stuff. He's got some stuff that you can buy as well. These are mostly Umbral. These two are Umbral spells. There's some other items. These are the vestige seeds. Those are the ones you plant in the ground that give you that temporary vestige. But as we go through, actually it doesn't look like we can access that yet, so let's take a look. Those are the eyeballs. It doesn't look like we can access that. I thought we could right away, but it doesn't look like it. All right, so let's head back to that little seedling that we planted, and we're just going to go right to there and begin our next adventure. So I like to, normally you would end up being in Umbral here, because you wanted to get that item that was there. But I would suggest always planting something so that you're not in Umbral when you're starting the next part. That way you got a fresh start. This guy's just hanging out. We're gonna kick him by doing that, so he can go away. And just drop. That's a trick there. You want to pick that up as you can. There's a little bridge that we have to jump across. We're going to go full Umbral. These are pretty tricky to get through once in a while. I don't have very much luck jumping across like that. So we'll try that again. And the only reason that we want to go across there is there's an item on the other side. So we're going to start right back at that seedling. The guy we kicked off should have respawned. Yep, there he is. Alright, let's try this again. So we're going to jump down, go back into Umbral. And there's that little blue line. That's where our vigor was left. So we want to pick that up because you want to be able to spend that. There we go. All right, so we'll grab this item. So that gives us an animated skull. Basically, that's just to give us. You can spend that for more vigor. Those jumps are always kind of scary for me. And we're going to go up this ladder and now up the ladder where that guy we just kicked off was, and then we'll have a couple of little peon guys here. Looks like one. This is a key that you will get later in the game for free. You can buy it from the captain if you want to. That's going to cost you some vigor. So this early in the game, I wouldn't buy it because you want to spend most of your time just leveling up. We got a guy here and then a guy up top. That's the guy we want to kill first. And then these guys, we can just knock them out. These guys are not a threat. Now we got a spiky head up here that's going to rush us. And what we want to do is we want to toss him off the edge. So basically we'll go like this and then go to the left, and now he's going to basically fall. So that's, oh, maybe not. So let's kill him. Yeah, that was a surprise. He should have fell off. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think the reason he didn't fall was because of that little bridge right there. So we'll pick up this item, and then again we have another little crossing here. Yeah, I made it. Pick up some minor weather salts. And then there's another one over here. I think this one's a little bit further away, but we'll give it a shot. And I got it. And you want to kill everything up here before you get your item, your reward. And back across, because those guys will push you off if you're not careful. Now we're following the path ahead. Here's a guy right here we forgot to pick up the item. And then we got some small delirium chunks. And there's one item up top. And now we're gonna bring this towards us. These movable stone, whatever they are. And then we're gonna jump directly down here. Knock this plank down. That'll give us a shortcut if we wanted to come back through here at some point. And then I just jump this. I don't take the ladders. I'll take the ladder back up, but I won't take it to get down. It's just a little quicker. We want to get through these parts where we're in umbral a little bit faster. So now there's a spiky head behind one of those platforms there. Guy behind us. We'll get him before he kills us. And that spiky head should have come out, but it doesn't look like he's going to. There he is. Those guys, they're pretty tough when you first start encountering them, so you got to be really careful. They knock you down and they cause a lot of damage. This is our exit to get out of umbral, but first, before we do that, we're going to stay in umbral for a little bit. Kill these little eggs, and then go down this ladder, and there'll be an item waiting for us. Might as well heal up and grab this. It gives us a ring, and then you can see what those rings do as you're playing along. I wouldn't look at them right away unless you got some time. Like right here, you'd go out of umbral, and then you can see what that ring would do for you. And then we're going to proceed up the ladder. We got another little guy up here waiting for us. And then that guy over there normally shoots at you, but it doesn't look like he's going to. And we're just going to jump, kill him, because he's the one that's more of a threat. These guys are kind of just wandering around up here. All these guys are like, hey, kill me. Sacrifice me for whatever. Item here, pick it up. And then we got the hollowed praise sword. Out of that, yours would be a level 1. And we'll proceed up the ladder. Go across. We got another guy we can kick off here. And a spiky head right over there behind that area. Let's see if I can hit him. No, I can't hit him from here. So I'm going to jump down. He's already activated. You can see him right there in the back. So he's kind of looking for us. So we're not going to really give him a chance. He was getting ready to pop us. There's an item here. You can just kind of just walk off. And then you'll have to make your way back over here. And then basically just jump to that platform. It's really weird because that's really high and you're not taking very much damage at all. I mean, it sounds like you are, but you're really not. I guess it's just designed that way. And then we're turning back, coming back up this ladder, proceeding the way we were originally going. You could just walk off this, don't have to even jump if you don't want to. And then here's one of those little umbral paths, so we want to go into umbral. And we got a little jump here. So you want to kind of wait for that thing to extend as far as it'll go to make your jump. And then we got a couple more of these stones that we can pull. And then this one will take us to that. And then we got one more. And then we got a path leading up. First thing we would like to do is drop this ladder. If you have a ranged attack, usually, I try to hit these guys from here. Oh, I got him. Usually it's like there's a block, something that blocks. Like, see that one I can't hit because he's a little bit higher up. But we want to grab this. And something just respawned behind me right here. Hey, buddy. Don't hit me. Let's see if we can hit that guy. I'm going to just smoke him this way. Get him out of the way. And that didn't do any good. So he's still there. So what we want to do now is we want to jump across this platform. There's another spiky head right inside that cave right there. And he's got an umbral parasite that's protecting him. So you can't kill him without either getting rid of the parasite or hoping you can do something like this where you stand on the edge, he'll rush towards you, and then you just move out of the way as he's coming over here. Let's see if he does it. Here he comes. And we'll just move. Oh, he didn't go. So there's that parasite. And now we can get rid of him. So you basically have to fight him with your sword, or if you have a spell that you can use. But you got to be really careful because we've gone pretty far. And the whole reason we've gotten this far is to reach this little safe spot right here. Activate the vestige of Blind Agatha. And we can go ahead and rest. And level up anything that you think would help your character. We have an item here we can pick up. That's basically a map. And we'll talk to Byron. Here's another NPC that we're going to follow a quest through. So just go right through his dialogue. And he's done. So there's a lamp bearer was killed by that guy over there. So you see these little lamps there with these little butterflies flying around them. You can do as many of these as you want because it gives you some items that you can buy some stuff back at our headquarters. So we're gonna pop his. We're gonna pop his vestige, or his parasite, and then we're gonna kill him, and then we get our revenge for the guy that just died. Well, maybe that wasn't him. Oh, I didn't activate it. I didn't activate that. Oh well. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to proceed. This will not do anything. It's basically you have to go to another area to get it to work. You see it seems to be stuck. We'll proceed forward, kill some guys that are over here. We got another mage here that we want to kill. These guys are no threat, but take them out. Oh, got a shiny over here we want to pick up and follow through. And here's another shiny, one of those random drops. And we'll pick up this item. So that other item I just picked up is a brio stone. If you look in your inventory, this is what it is right here. And you'll get them in different sizes. So what you can do is you can use these and they'll help to replenish your health. So we'll just use one and that'll help to replenish your health if you're out of your normal heals. So we're going to kill this guy. and just rush him. That guy's getting ready to fire at us over there. There's an item behind this little part here, and then we're going to jump across. He's going to fire at us again, kill this guy, and then that spiky head, there's a spiky head way down there, and we're going to try and pull him off the ledge like we did the other one, that attempt that failed. And there we go. He should fall. But early on, I wish I'd known how to do that. I had no idea how that worked. And now we've got a little item behind here, a little faint vigor skull. We're going to go into Umbral here, because if you start to go down this ladder halfway down, it's gone. So you have to go into full Umbral, and you can see that little patch right there. That's the indication that you've got to go into Umbral. This leads nowhere right now. You can't get across. That plank hasn't been knocked down. We're going to do that in a minute. And there's a guy over there we can kill from range. And then we could just climb down. Yeah, so about halfway down, this ladder just disappears. So if you're sliding, you're going to die. Let's kill these guys. Any opportunity that we can. We got an item there we can knock down. And you want to go ahead and knock everything down as much as you see possible, because you may use it later on in the game, although you may think it's insignificant now. And then pick it up. These guys always drop something, so pick up that stuff. And he gave us 10 plucked eyeballs. And we got one more little egg that we can pop there for some extra vigor. Proceed up the ladder, go around the corner, proceed to another ladder. And then instead of going straight, we're going to run across this way, and then we've got another little item that we can pick up over here, a little shiny. And we'll move along. At your leisure, you can, if you're at a safe spot, you can look and see the items that you picked up. We're going to go ahead and exit Umbral. Drop down. There's that path that we should knock down in case we need to get back through here. There's a little mage right here behind this, so if you crossed his path, he would probably knock you down. So what you want to do is you want to hit this, and then you want to boop him, get him out of the way, pick up anything that he may have dropped. Got another item here. Your next path would be not to go down this ladder, because there's an item down there we want to get. So we can highlight this guy and plunge attack him. Grab the item he was hoping to protect, and now we can just jump down. We got another spiky head over there. And you can't highlight this guy right away, but as soon as you get down, you can highlight him a couple of seconds after. Pick up the item there in the corner. A lot of people miss that because it's in the fire. And now we have another door, a path that's blocked, like that very first one that we saw that was blocking the door. So we want to go into full Umbral. And there's 3 locks here. There's one here. And then we're going to run across this way. There'll be another one right over here. And then one more over here, down on the bottom. We have a little peon guy here we can get rid of. And then an umbral mage over here that's going to shoot at me as soon as he can. See him? And those little spells that they do, they follow you. So you want to avoid them. Grab this item. That is a quest item for our preacher, our priest, whatever he is, back at the headquarters. You want to give that to him. Dunmire. And then there's our last lock. So now we can make our way back up. And what we're doing now, our goal here is to release a new NPC that's going to upgrade our weapons and armor. So proceed down 2 ladders. So we got this one, and then we got 2 guys here. Now, I've seen those little lamps here where I don't know how, but maybe these guys knock somebody off. Maybe they were AFK and they knocked somebody off and had to take out revenge on them or whoever got killed there. Then we want to run across here, pick up this item. You can hear her talking. She's down there banging away on her anvil. This guy will give you a key, and that'll release her. We got 1 item here. There's a exit for Umbral. There's the key plus some items that we got from that guy, and 1 dog. And then before you go out of Umbral, if you want to go out of Umbral, we're gonna open this. There's a chest in here we can grab. That'll give us a key. A ring, I'm sorry. And then we go talk to her. Just run through and then hand over the key. And then if you look, you can see the items that she has in her inventory. These are early items. As you progress the quest, she will have more items. And then there's an item back there that you can get later when she goes back to Skyrest. And we'll go up there now and I'll show you where she is. She's basically our blacksmith. This is that elevator that we couldn't access before. That's going to take us right back to our vestige. And there it is. Gives you an opportunity to level your character up, which I think I will. And I'm going to pop it into Inferno. As you can see, my stats are pretty high on that Inferno and Radiance. And we're going to rest. So there it is right there. So the last time what I did is I did not souffle that. So that tells you that you just did what you had to do to get that. And now we're going to avenge this guy. Whoever died looked like 666. Nice name. So we're going to get rid of his parasite, hopefully really quick here. I just hit the wrong button. And he's coming towards me. So my health bar is pretty high, so I can withstand that. I'm also sitting in a healing area, so I was able to get my health back right there as I was fighting him. All right, let's proceed down. You don't need to talk to Byron anymore. His dialogue is done. Now we have our next boss, and this continues our quest with our Bucket Lord. He will join us for this fight. 1 little mage here we can kill on the way down. And we will also meet with Damaros again. This will work. This will bring that elevator up. So she'll be basically right at the entrance of where our next boss is. And this is basically a mini boss. Like I said, our Bucket Lord will join us. You have to get 4 buckets, basically kill 4 mini bosses. he joins us, and then you go back to him at the original place where we met him, and he'll give you your reward. And so you want to do that. Basically, you want to fight. I think there's 12 of those, and you get 4 buckets for each. You don't want to let it go past 4 because then you'll lose the quest. So here's Damaros. We're going to just go right through her dialogue. She gives you a little item, and she's got some items here. We don't need anything. If you need something, you can buy something. And then we can just move right through, and she'll be waiting for us right over there. Pick up this item, and our buddy will be joining us here again. And I'm going to fry this boss pretty quick. You'll see. I'll go ahead and show you what she does. Those arrows you want to definitely avoid. And then she's got some dogs she summons up. There he is. There's our buddy. And he's doing his little magic stuff. He's got a cool little spell that he does. As you can see, he's a distraction. So you want to either summon somebody in here by doing multiplayer, because she disappears and then comes back in a different location. He's actually doing pretty good. He got shot there pretty badly, so we're going to help him out, finish her off with our buckets. Oh, he's still at it. So she's done. There's our buddy. We don't have to do this little gesture, but it's kind of fun. And then every time he's in the battle with you, he will leave you another bucket. So here's our bucket. And then we're just going to proceed down the ladder. So this is going to give us an item here. And a vestige up ahead. It's a safe spot. If you need to level here. And then remove yourself out of Umbral if you're in Umbral. Do a rest. Come out straight across. There's an item here you want to pick up. And there's Thick here. We want to talk to him. Expend all his dialogue. And he'll have some items you can buy if you want. Or if you want to sell stuff, you can sell stuff for vigor. So he's got armor. He's got other stuff that you can buy from him. He's got these minor fire salts. You can actually apply those to your weapon.
May your path be blessed.
And so I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'm going to go into these, and this is the same ones he was selling. So I'm going to use it. It's going to catch my buckets on fire. And then we're going to go down, and we have another boss. This is another major boss. And I just fell on top of him. Ugly guy. And we're going to skip this cutscene. Now we got no help here, so we're going to fry him. This is a pretty challenging boss, so you want to stay away from him. Get your hits in. Try to get in behind him. He jumps and does like a butt slam. He's like his second phase. You got to be careful because a massive amount of poison damage. So just work your way around him, hit him, get out, hit him, dodge, jump out of the way, and then till you're successful in killing him. And now we're going to go back into Umbral. I'm going to grab this. We don't have to. And if you wanted to, you can put a seed down here. But it's not really necessary because this next part is going to get us to the next area, and that'll give us another vestige. You can go out of Umbral here, but I wouldn't suggest it because you're going to have to go right back into Umbral immediately when you get here. Here's one of those revenge lanterns, and you definitely want to go into Umbral and get those stigmas, because you'll see your reward at the end of the dialogue. And I'm going to pick this up. So that little guy took quite a bit of damage off of me, or health off of me. So we're going to heal. So immediately here, there's Byron again. We'll exhaust his dialogue, but you want to activate this. And rest and level up your character if there's an opportunity to do it, if you've got enough vigor. And we'll talk to Byron.
Onward,
Onward,
I've got many further you can power that you can power. So the rest of things, Byron.
All right, and there's an item here, and there's a guy right there that's waiting to ambush you as soon as you pick this up. And then there's an item over here at the end of this area. You don't want to go too far, and you can just jump through that water there or whatever it is, muck. Pick up your next item, and then just kind of roll through this. And we will be going into Umbral in a minute. There's a guy right here. You can kill. Their reach is pretty amazing. Another one here. And this next guy we want to rush. Because they kind of throw these poison spells at you. Now in this muck you'll have these guys kind of like they're in the water. And they're kind of just laying in wait. Like there's one right here. You can see this little pool right there. And there's one right there, so we're going to kill him. There's another one right here ahead of us. Right here. There's another one over here. Right here. And there'll be a couple more that are coming. And we're going to round this corner. Got another one waking up. Pick up the item here. And then there's an item back there. And now we're going to go into full Umbral. We're going to go pick up that belly basically to pop. That'll give you a nice axe. Check it, see if it, if you meet the strength requirements for it, and then we'll have a fairy right up here that's woken up that we want to kill. That spell is kind of weird sometimes. It kind of just shot up and really didn't do a whole lot. See how it's shooting up? So we're going to avoid these guys. Let's do a quick heal. I'm going to use a different spell to get these guys out of the way, because for some reason that spell isn't working properly. And in some cases, I mean, that's just, it's just the way it is. You can hit that or umbral it. And then what we want to do is we want to make our way towards that direction. There's a ladder here that we'll get later. And we want to rush this guy. Item here. Another guy will be waking up here. Oh, that guy came from behind us. And we should have one more over here. Yeah, there he is. He's kind of just hanging out. This is the shortcut that leads us right back to our vestige. Here. Gonna heal up real quick. And then we can come back. Drop this ladder. Drop immediately down here. There's a couple of shinies we want to get. Pop these little legs. Pick up that shiny. Pick up that shiny. We got a ring. There's another guy here just kind of laying in wait. Excuse me. Another one here. There's a mage right over there. You'll see when I highlight him. If I can from here. There he is. You want to get those guys out of the way, because if you linger too much in the poison, it'll activate on you, and then you'll have to wait till it dissipates, and then that'll cost you some health. There's a guy up there. Maybe we can hit him. And then, yeah, any throwables or anything that you have. There's another mage on stilts over here we want to get rid of. So I basically get around the corner until I can highlight him and then hit him, because he's going to shoot me immediately as soon as he sees me. You should have gotten an Imperium grenade by now. We have another NPC here that we want to talk to. And what you want to do is you want to put on your hand. Your throwing hand. And then the item we want to use is this one, the Imperium grenade, on her. And that'll release her from her whatever petrified state that she's in. So we'll talk to her.
If I let him
She'll become another NPC back at our main hub. So she wants us to get that thing off her. So we will do that. And there's an item behind her that you can't get just yet. So we're going to throw this at her. So we highlight it. You can see on triangle, that's where I've got it loaded, and we'll just toss it at her. That'll free her up. And this is Kukagen.
Life is to be moving wrong. Since you seem to be listening better, I'm good ridden. I only had it. If I'd known, never just well,
and then she will meet us back at headquarters. Alright, so we've exhausted her dialogue. My umbral progression hasn't... Oh, we got a poison from that guy for some reason. Alright, well, now we can head back towards where our ladder was. And there's another little path that we can take right away before we exit Umbral. If you don't feel safe doing this, just go back, rest, and then come through here. So you don't lose your... oh, I got to put my catalyst back on so I can get my spells going again. Where'd he go? Where'd that guy go? Oh, that's weird. I don't see him. Is he hiding back here somewhere? Let's get this guy out of the way. Yeah, there he is. He went behind that. And there's an item that he dropped, plus an item here. Now, here's an emerald exit. We can go ahead and get out. Behind this big barricade, there's a big guy right there waiting for us. So you don't want to just run past to kill that guy, because this guy will come up behind you and clobber you. So I can throw a spell at him. Maybe. Can I? Oh, I can't for some reason. I don't know what's happening here. I don't have invasion on. Yeah, that's pretty strange that I cannot. All my spells are marked out. Anyway, what I can do is I can souffle him, because you can cause more damage when he's in a souffle state. So we're gonna pop this, and then flay him, and then beat him as much as we can before he comes back. Yeah, I don't know why I cannot. I've never seen that before, where I cannot use my spells. That's really weird. We want to go back into Umbral here. There's an archer waiting for us back there. Let me go ahead and take one of these. I don't think it's going to do me any good because my spells aren't working. Really weird. So I'm just going to have to rush him down. He's going to probably get a hit on us. Oh, maybe not. Dodge through that. We got another guy up here we can kill right away. And then we want to double back through here. There's an item waiting for us up top. And then we'll make around this, our way around this path, and there'll be another guy right up top there that we want to kill. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to soulflay him. You may not have enough soulflays to do this. So he's going to come back to life real quick. You want to kill him without giving him an opportunity. Best thing, they're kind of slow, but they do a lot of damage, so you got to kind of work your way around them. And then this area right here is where we fell, where we killed our last boss. So you can see the little path right there. That's where we fell down. You really don't want to proceed down there because you'll end up in that same spot. And we got a sword that you might be able to use. I don't know, depending on your character. And then just cut across here, make your way down. Follow the path. Make your way down. And then you can come out of Umbral if you need to. There's a mage down here that we want to kill quickly. I don't know what's causing that. I've never experienced those in a zero game or beginning game before, where they explode and cause that. Another stigma. Let's go ahead and grab this. Let that dialogue go ahead and play out. So we're still in Umbral, so you'll have more of the little peon guys coming out. This was a gate in case you weren't in Umbral. You would Umbral through that. I don't know why my magic is not working. I may have to restart the game and figure out what's going on there. So as soon as we finish this part, we got one more item here. We can just roll off. And then that's going to take us back to Byron. Here he is. And we can rest, level up if you need to. And we're going to go, actually, let's go back to HQ real quick. And our blacksmith is right over here. That's Sparky. That's a different quest. So she will be the person that will be upgrading your weapons with the materials that you picked up. So we're just going all through her dialogue. So here's her items for purchase, basically the same ones she had when she was in that cage. You can sell her stuff if you don't need anything. You can upgrade your equipment. So basically this is where you would go in here and, I got a couple of daggers here that I can upgrade. So I have enough to upgrade it up to level 7. I've been doing this slowly on this character because I like these daggers. They're really good. And we just went 2 levels there. You may not have enough mats to do this, but you will be able to level your weapons up a few notches. And then we have a new, this is Andreas, that's the guy that was out there that we talked to. And we're gonna go ahead and exhaust his dialogue.
Naturally, they also and Morn said maybe the rest of even without any manifolds, they need someone they all
So he gives us the key to an area that we are really not, at this point, not recommended to go into the area because the enemies are much tougher. Stoneman, he's got nothing new to say. And then Kukujin is right down here. And she's an NPC basically that you follow her quest line and she can join you in boss fights. Unfortunately, she gives you an invoice at the end of each one of those fights and you have to pay her for joining you to help you out. I don't mind doing it. It's not a big deal.
I don't know, but I'd bear in mind.
So this is some kind of a glitch. She's not saying what she needs to say, so I'm gonna have to restart the game and her dialogue should change. So if you ever run into that, because she's got some other dialogue that she needs to go through to progress her quest. So basically I'm going to shut the game down, restart it. Sorry I have to do this, but sometimes, you know, that's the way these games are. I've found that with the updates, I mean, there's some great updates with this game, but there are some glitchy areas where you're like, wow, it wasn't like that when the game first came out. When I remember playing it, that was back in 2014. So we're now, I'm dating myself now because we're in 26. But it's got some good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, get us back into the game, and now we'll go talk to her. And her dialogue should have changed, so we're going to go back and talk to her. There we go.
Good to see you didn't lose all your mind. If you spend, I didn't enter the finest at one time.
So basically,
I hear you've got no
she says, hey, I'll be there. You pay me when we get done
I help you. Just be sure if you don't.
after each boss fight.
I help you. Just be sure if you don't.
So we exhausted her dialogue.
Things.
She's ready to go. We're going to go and talk to Dunmeyer over here real quick. I may have an item or two that I need to give him. Yep, so you can see that little sign right there by where it says talk. So we're going to give him this item,
While leaving the handling all
and then we'll
facets.
do it again, give him another item,
While leaving the hand all facets.
and then his dialogue is done, so we'll look at purchase. And usually when you go through these, there'll be some items that his inventory will expand. So you may get some magic spells that you might want to get. He's basically the Radiance guy. He gives you magic spells and so on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go really quickly. We're going to go back to the bell tower, or whatever it's called, the bell room. And if you hadn't noticed, if you're just kind of speeding through this, if you hadn't noticed, there are bells everywhere in this room. Hence, the bell room. They're here, they're out there, they're all over the place. All right, so we're going to activate this, bring this up. Remember earlier when we let her go, there was an item behind her. So we're going to grab that real quick. That'll give you, I think, another 1 or 2. I'm not sure how many. It gives you upgrade mats for your weapons. And anytime you leave an area and come back, all the enemies have respawned. So as you're going through the game, you kind of remember where they're at, how many were there. So it'll be that one knight down here on the bottom, basically. So we're gonna go down. This guy respawns too. So you can get him out of the way. And then the knight and the dog down here are respawn. You can see him kind of walking down there. Let's see if my spells work. My spells do not work. I do not know what's going on here. So I'm just going to have to manhandle him. Get rid of the dog. And then go back into the cage and grab your upgrade mat. So you got 4 small upgrade mats there. And then we can go back. And now we're going to go back to where Cookagen originally was and grab that item that was behind her. I believe that's a Wilmark's catalyst that we'll be picking up. So if you have, you might be an improvement on what you already have. So we're going to hit this, warp back to the Fen. Make our way through this muck here. Kill this guy. So yeah, that's unfortunate that for some reason none of my spells are working. You know what? Let me try something. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to try a bow. And I'll load up some arrows. And see if that works. Okay, so it looks like that will work. So let's see, let's try killing this guy. Yeah, alright, so we can progress through the game. Again, this guy here, we got another one behind us. We got that mage, got another warrior here. And then the mage is back there somewhere. You want to kill him. And then there's another warrior here. And then Kukujin was back here. We can grab this item. And yeah, that picks up the Walmart's catalyst. So that may be an improvement for your Radiance catalyst. We're going to go into Umbral here. We're going to kill this guy. And I'm going to go ahead and switch my melee weapon real quick here. I think I'll put on the Pieta's. This is the Pieta sword. And we're going to go back here and kill this fairy. She's protecting an item that you're certainly going to want. Get all the blue eggs out of the way. And this will be a saintly this will normally be a saintly quintessence. I don't know why I didn't get one there. This is really glitchy today. But that would be a saintly quintessence. You take that back to Pieta. She upgrades your health vials. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here and try to figure out what's going on with the magic spells. Let me try putting them back on and see if we'll be okay here. Put up my catalyst on. And now everything is it because, let me look at something. Oh, wait a minute. I see what's going on. I have the wrong catalyst on. I put the wrong catalyst on. I should have this one on. Oh my God, okay. I really screwed up there. I had the wrong catalyst on. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop here since we're getting near an hour, and we'll see you when we get back. So I'm going to rest, and we'll see you later.